All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who were well. Citations to you, Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity and fearlessness. And back at you with another lesson through the Spirit. We are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Coming at you week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Excuse me.
Yaikwab and Yaikwaba.
Yaikwab and Yaikwaba. Back at you with another lesson. We're going to talk about the balance, keeping a healthy balance in this truth, man. And pretty much to give a better understanding, knowing that we have been in the world longer than we have been in this truth. You cannot never give the Lord enough praise and enough time and enough sacrifice and enough of what he required. And in the times now that we're in today, that we must be on top of the Lord. And of course, you can you can deal with the world as best you can. You gotta go to work and you gotta deal with your wife and deal with kids and stuff like that, and deal with this worldly world. But don't overly indulge in these people, the people of this world and stuff like that. But I won't ramble. Give me Proverbs chapter 11 verse 1, son. Read it.
Proverbs chapter 11 verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Right,
a false balance, and get the NLT and read it from your phone too. A false balance is abomination to the Lord. So you gotta keep a nice steady pace in this truth, and make sure your diet each week, like 3 days of lesson, three lessons a week, and make sure you're reading each week. Make sure your diet and you're meditating this truth is mighty throughout your weeks, because we know that we are in this wicked ass world. We're drenched in this pigsty of a rulership we in. So we gotta stay in this truth, because we stay getting vexed day by day. And me personally, I get sick if I don't indulge in this truth, man. My spirit gets sick. I get kind of overly vexed when I get around these people.
Yeah, if you're not giving your all in this truth, and you know that, you should feel guilty. You should feel really guilty that you know that you aren't giving your 150 or your 200% in this truth.
Yeah, you should feel like and that's a good thing that you feel that way, because you know that you gotta. It shows that, man, I gotta get right. I gotta get unguilty.
Yeah, you should never feel like you've done enough. You should never feel like, I'm on top of everything. I'm perfect in this truth. Yeah. You should never feel that way.
And then that comes with the next precept. Bring that.
When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom.
Right. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. So. These know-it-alls, just because you know some things, and you feel like you don't gotta practice, you feel like you don't gotta read, you feel like you don't gotta walk in this day by day, you feel like you can do wickedness behind the scenes, and people don't see that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord sees that, and you're gonna end up hurting yourself, because you only do nothing but condemn and hurt your soul. You want to have a false balance and be sincere in this thing with this, man.
I got the NLT.
All right.
Proverbs chapter 11 verse 1. The Lord detests the use of dishonest scales, but he delights in accurate weights.
Like so I said, be sincere in this thing. The Lord can see your dishonesty and your acting, in this thing. You just because you want to be the number, you want to have a title in this thing, or satisfy your flesh and rulership, whatever may come.
And you should want to do that. It shouldn't be you should never feel like, oh, that's too much for me. I can't do this. Yeah. It's too much, because the Lord will never give you something you can't handle.
Yeah, and having integrity is being a man. being a man can't be too much for you. Let me continue this. The integrity of the upright shall guide them. The integrity of the upright. So having principles that the Lord has given us shall guide you in your walk. Shall guide you into being making the wise decision, because the fear of the Lord is the knowing what decisions to make. What is knowing what's good and evil. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of the transgressor shall destroy them. Because the transgressor doesn't have any boundaries. They're lawless. Anything goes. So they ain't gonna do nothing but end up in death. They should be destroyed. So that goes into like these people just dealing in let's say dietary. I can't eat a large amount of fucking beef. I eat it in moderation. I eat it. Ain't nothing wrong with some beef here and there. It's lawful, but I have to have a balance. I got to get some vegetables there. Remember you were saying I don't want to. I'm gonna let you say what you say. Remember the demonstration you were saying with diets.
If you've been eating a lot of meat, a lot of unhealthy stuff, you gotta combat that with 2 times, 3 times more healthy stuff. Because at the end of the day, you're not hurting nobody but yourself.
Yeah, you can't just satisfy your flesh with an unhealthy balance, because death will come into and we're talking about this truth, but in this walk in this truth, but we're giving examples, but go to the next precept. I don't want to ramble on. Salaki, I don't want to keep rambling on. What's the next precept?
1 Peter chapter 1 verse 5.
Hold on, let me get there for the sheep over here. 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 5.
And besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue.
Hold on. You said verse 5?
Yep.
It say who are kept by the power of Yahweh. 1 Peter, or is that 2 Peter?
Oh, yeah, 2 Peter.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool. It's okay. Gotta be clear. Gotta make sure you're saying the right thing. 1 Peter chapter 1, or 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 5. All right, now we on the level.
And besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. And if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahushua.
Okay. So these specifics in these precepts, diligence, add to your faith virtue, and knowledge, and temperance and patience. These make up these balance you out. These make, because people with no faith, they're impatient. People with no faith, they don't know how to control their emotions. So the Lord balances you with once you get in tune with this knowledge and follow the law, statute, and rehearse these law, statute, commandments. He blesses you with good temperance. You know how to control your emotions when things go bad with a partner, or when things go bad with your job or your livelihood. He gives you patience when things are taking a long time. Maybe it's taking a long time to build your patience. And you understand. He says when you go through a lower state or something like that, rejoice in it. So it helps you stay optimistic through the patience. Through the struggle, godliness. The Lord's giving brotherly kindness. So you're not. He gives you a balance of knowing I gotta have mercy on my brothers. Boy, this brother. Maybe this brother. He is kind of annoying in a way of asking for some paper, but he's sincere about it. In spirit. You gotta be. Yeah,
and these are
understand things and charity. Hold on, and charity, and have charity. These basically the Lord has blessed a certain balance, and you get a blessing by being in this balance of the Lord. Man, we're going so like, go ahead and say what you're gonna say, son.
And all these things listed, these are things you should pray for more of. That every night your daily prayer, you should pray for more of these things.
Your kind, brotherly kindness, charity. Pray that you have these, because these are basically attributes of an elect. And we hoping to be the elect. We hoping to follow these righteous acts through the test that's given each day. Through these tests that's given each day, and you want to be on a balanced level when the test comes apart. When the Lord brings you a test, were you done with that?
2, 3 more.
Okay, go ahead.
For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahushua. But he that lacketh these things is blind and cannot see far off, and hath forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. Wherefore, the rather, brethren...
Hold on. And he that lack these things, he that lack these type of things is blind. You know why he's blind? Because he's only focused on himself or some filthy agenda or filthy fetish or fleshly need that he's following. So he ain't focused on the spiritual situation. He ain't focused on things. You know what I mean? He's blind and cannot see far off, and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. You know what I'm saying? So this is real deep. I want to go into the NLT. I'm gonna let you finish, Salaki, though. Finish. So sorry.
Wherefore, be rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
And the Lord giving you a proper instructions on how you're supposed to be, so you won't fall and end up in a bad situation. Who would not want to have these instructions from the Lord, man? I love this. So I won't lose, But let's go to the NLT and run that.
But yeah, the Lord is giving you what not to do and what to do. You let that balance on what not to do weigh down more than what you're supposed to do, or are you gonna not have a false balance?
NLT. Peter 2nd. Is that chapter 1?
Chapter 1, verse 5.
Verse 5. NLT. Yeah, you gotta have that balance. I'm gonna read it this time. It feel low for me. Okay. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 5. Verse 5, right?
Yep.
All right. In view of all this, make every effort to respond to Yahweh's promises. Make every effort. Make your call and election sure. Did you come out with that yet?
Yep. That was
see?
Later down this.
And view all of this, make every effort to respond to God's promises, to Yahweh's promises. Supplement your faith with a generous provision of moral excellence, and moral excellence with knowledge, and knowledge with self-control, and self-control with patience and endurance, and endurance with godliness, and godliness with brotherly affection, and brotherly affection with love for everyone. This is balance. This is what brothers in these streets, these 2/3 ain't got. That's why they killing each other and spazzing on each other. They don't have no basic knowledge. They don't have self-control because they raised by their mamas. They raised by wickedness. They have no self-control. They don't got no endurance and patience. You got to build your patience. In the scripture, in the scriptures, is all about building your patience, and when you go through things, that's helping you build your patience. I'm gonna keep on going. Brotherly affection with love for everyone. And more you grow like this, and more the more productive and useful you will be in your knowledge of our Lord Yahushua. Right? So when you don't do it, you're not even productive. You're useless. The only thing in this world to profit, that gives real profit, is this truth and this knowledge and this understanding of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. You know, that's the only thing that you can get a profit on. For more you grow like this, and more productive and useful you will be in your knowledge of our Lord Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. You know, so having that balance, you know. But those who fail to develop in this way are short-sighted and blind, forgetting that they have been cleansed from their old sins and forgetting. So when you fall into this truth and do what you're supposed to do, you can never forget how much the Lord has cleansed from you, how much he's changed from you, you know, how much you've changed. You know, that's why you got to keep that balance, man. You know, you can bring, what's the next precept?
John chapter 15, verse 19.
All right. John chapter 15, verse 19. Bear with me. John chapter 15, verses 19.
John chapter 15, verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world has hated you.
Kind. So, when we were in this world, we were so overly indulged in this world. Some brothers wanted to be rappers and be icons in this world. Some brothers want to be doctors and be the best doctor and get a plaque on the wall and be known as some doctor and get a wooden plaque. And you know, so when the Lord gives you this calling and he chose you, you gotta understand that shit don't matter. That's a corruptible crown. And you gotta understand that the people want you to be the worldly, and they gonna not like that you chose not to be worldly. They gonna hate you.
Yeah, you gotta understand these people in the world, their priorities are completely backwards, completely opposite.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, I ate this beef sandwich. I gotta work out after.
Yeah.
They'll turn around and say, oh, I worked out. I gotta reward myself with a pork sandwich, something like that.
Yeah, I want seconds.
Yeah.
I want seconds, and I'm not gonna balance it out and go do a jog or burn this fat off. I'm not gonna balance it out and eat some fresh